Initially, I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively. Then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and absolute weapons-grade narcissist.
Look, I went through the 160-page. Blake Lively is a complete nightmare. She had the audacity to call her husband and Taylor Swift her dragons.
Blake sort of saw that as, oh, you're trying to use an Amber Heard tactic, but she didn't even realize, like, that's not a good defense. That means you're guilty because Blake, Amber lied. Dropped a lawsuit with all his texts, cherry-picked those texts, removed emojis and, like, intent and backstory to these texts.
Literally outright deleted certain sections of the text.
Yeah. It is so clear Blake's case is falling apart. She's destroying her.
Blake Lively panics as Piers Morgan exposes her shocking scheme to stay on top. And it's a wild ride. Hang on tight, because this Hollywood drama's about to flip everything you thought you knew about her.
And they're just trying to agree on protective orders, which there should be some sort of protective order. No one's denying that, but no one wants to give. And honestly, Blake's asking for too much, in my opinion. She wants all celebrity correspondence to be private. It's called AEO, which is attorney's eyes only. All sort of private mentions from celebrities, etc., should be only for the attorneys. It's like, girl, no. You published his text messages. Can we just hold on, Blake?
You ready for the tea? Let's go. So Piers Morgan's digging into Blake Lively and whoa, it's messy. Evidence suggests she's been tweaking texts, like taking out emojis and whole chunks to make others look bad. That's some sneaky editing, right? They're saying she'd chop stuff up, strip out the vibe, and use it in her lawsuit to twist the story.
You don't want to believe that execs at the very tippity top are being essentially threatened or bullied or coerced or extorted and by a couple like Ryan and Blake or like Taylor Swift, right? Your lawyers are stupid. It's like he's like being nice here. He's like, your lawyers are really stupid.
And it's not just texts. She's got this other game going too. Word is she'd play nice with co-stars. Big smiles, sweet words, then whisper to producers they weren't up for big roles. Smooth move, Blake. According to a source close to Morgan, she'd act all supportive while quietly nudging folks out of her way. But listen to this. She wasn't just happy being the pretty face on set. She wanted control, like writing scripts or picking costumes. Some directors loved it, others not so much. They're saying she'd hide that ambition in meetings, only showing it once she'd snagged the gig. Talk about a switch up. Evidence hints she'd catch people off guard, hired as an actor, then pushing for more. Was she playing chess while everyone else was just showing up? You bet. All right, let's talk Gossip Girl. Blake's big break, right? Turns out it might have been more than talent making her shine. Insiders hint she got scripts flipped to put Serena front and center, pushing everyone else to the side. Sneaky much? They're saying she'd cozy up to writers with little ideas that, surprise, gave her more screen time. And she didn't stop there. Word is she was throwing dinner parties for big shots. Directors, producers, you name it. According to an expert familiar with the set, she built a tight crew of allies who'd bend the show her way. But that's not all. Evidence suggests she'd toss out role ideas to co-stars, ones she knew they'd bomb at, just to keep them down. While fans swooned over Serena, her pals were scrambling for scraps. Was she the real queen bee off-screen too? They're saying by season 3, nothing big happened without her nod. Talk about running the show, literally. Now, here's where it gets dark. Blake's got a secret list, they say. Morgan's crew claims she's zeroed in on actresses who looked like her. You know, that all-American glow. Competition much? Word is she'd spot these rising stars and make sure they didn't rise too high. How? They're saying she'd drop sly hints at those fancy dinners like, she's great, but tough to work with. Smooth as butter, right? According to a source close to the investigation, she'd plant just enough doubt to sink their shots. It gets worse.
Can we just hold on, Blake? You published his text messages in a complaint that wasn't even a lawsuit and then gave it to the New York Times before you filed it officially. You're despicable and a massive hypocrite. And so now you're complaining about privacy? Oh, this is such an important private matter. You were on Saturday Night Live letting your husband make a mockery of your whole thing. Oh, is there something that's going on? Yeah, there's something going on. And you shouldn't have been there cracking jokes about it. I'm sure they could have seen you at the other studio and you could have enjoyed the night without being on television. But you guys couldn't help yourself. So
evidence hints these women, think magazine darlings, hit weird walls like projects vanishing or gigs drying up. Was Blake behind it? They're saying at least 3 got stuck after being called the next Blake. Ouch, that's cold. Ever wonder why some stars fade fast? Might not be luck. Okay, Blake and Ryan Reynolds. cutest couple ever, right? Maybe not just that. They're saying she uses his charm like a superpower to dodge the heat. A smart move. Evidence suggests Ryan's goofy, lovable shtick keeps folks from calling her out. Who'd dare? And those joint interviews? Word is she lets him steal the show while she slips past tricky stuff. According to a source close to Morgan, it's a slick PR trick. Keeps her golden. But it gets crazier.
I see a bully attacking somebody. The bully being Blake Lively and our powerful lawyers. And thank goodness Justin's got support to be able to fight back this time.
They're hinting those big family reveals like baby news pop up right when she needs a distraction. Bad press? Cue a cute Ryan tweet. Was it all planned? Evidence points to her riding his wave to stay untouchable in Hollywood. Genius or shady? So Blake and Justin Baldoni, they're clashing over a movie cut. Word is neither liked the first version and things got wild. They're saying Justin grabbed his own editors and Blake wanted her shot too. Drama alert. Evidence suggests Sony said no to her, then she flipped the script. According to an insider familiar with the mess, she threatened to spill a harassment story to the New York Times. Talk about a power play, but that's not all. They're hinting she got Justin banned from the Sony lot. Boom, her version's in. And get this, she tapped Taylor Swift's music video editors for it. Fancy friends, huh? Word is she even used a Swift song to sweeten the deal. Ditching a composer Taylor didn't like. Was this her movie now? They're saying it's a hot mess either way.
They are clearly lying to the public and trying to signal to Justin Baldoni's team, like, look, we have nothing to do with this. We're not friends with her anymore. We don't even like her. We don't even know her. We can't believe she said this.
And then she continued. You know, she took that stiletto and stuck it in his heart when he was down there self-flagellating, being so sorry for anything having to do with his testosterone.
Now Blake's in court and it's getting heated. They're saying she's pushing for attorneys' eyes only rules to lock down lawsuit details. Secretive much? Evidence hints she dropped Justin's text in public first, then cried privacy when it flipped. According to a source close to Morgan, she's playing both sides, mocking it on SNL but wanting it hushed now. Talk about flip-flopping, but it gets worse. Justin's team argues she'd lost that privacy card by going loud. Fair game, right? They're saying she's mad because the story's out of her hands. Was she counting on silence? Word is folks like Morgan see right through it, calling her out big time. Hypocrisy's the name of the game here.
I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively. Then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and absolute weapons-grade narcissist.
Look, I went through the 160-page. Blake Lively is a complete nightmare. She had the audacity to call her husband and Taylor Swift had dragons.
Blake sort of saw that as, oh, you're trying to use an Amber Heard tactic, but she didn't even realize, like, that's not a good defense. That means you're guilty because Blake, Amber lied, dropped a lawsuit with all his texts, cherry-picked those texts, removed the emojis and like intent and backstory to these texts.
Literally outright deleted certain sections of the text.
Yeah.
Oh man, the internet's going off on Blake. X is buzzing, folks like Candace Owens hinting she's gaslighting everyone.
Expertise, as I have said from the very beginning, smartest possible move for Justin Baldoni's team to make. I've said depose her. I wasn't sure they were going to do it because Brian Friedman was asked about it by Harvey Levin on TMZ, and he said, well, we don't know. We'll see which way this case goes. And
Savage stuff. They're saying her nice girl act cracking, memes everywhere. And Hollywood, dead quiet. Co-stars aren't touching this. According to an expert familiar with the vibe, they're scared of her pull, or just done with her. It gets crazier. Evidence suggests fans are split. Some back Justin, saying Blake's the real shady one. Was her image all fake? They're asking, who's buying it now? This backlash is loud, and growing. So what's this mean for Tinseltown? Morgan's digging is making us side-eye every star's shiny smile. Who's real out there? They're saying Blake's just the tip. How many others are playing dirty? Evidence hints this sabotage game's more common than we think. According to a source close to the biz, it's all about power. Who climbs? Who falls? But listen to this. They're asking you. Ever wonder why your fave vanished? Was it planned? Word is Hollywood's full of masks, and we're just peeking behind them. What's your take? Let me tell you. Piers Morgan's flipped Blake Lively's world upside down. From text tricks to blacklists, he's painting her as a master planner, not a sweetheart. Wild, right? Evidence suggests she climbed over others, hiding behind Ryan and that gossip girl Glow. They're saying this lawsuit's just the start. More dirt could drop. According to insiders, her perfect image? Toast! What's next? Court chaos or a comeback? Stick around. Hit subscribe, drop your theories below, and let's keep peeling this Hollywood onion together.